Topic: Identification and falsification of animal raw materials. Lecture plan. 1. Identification and its function. 2. Falsification and its types. 3. Identification and falsification of dairy products. Conclusion. List of literature for the study. Identification is the establishment of the conformity of the characteristics of the goods indicated on the label and in the accompanying documents with the requirements for it. Identification is designed to perform several functions, including pointing, identifies the product presented for analysis with a specific name, brand, type, etc. Informational, brings to consumers the necessary information about the product, confirming the conformity of the assortment characteristics of the goods, the information indicated on the label and in the accompanying documents, the authenticity of the goods. Manager, is an element of the product quality system. Falsification, from Lat. Falsifico, I fake, actions aimed at deceiving the recipient and/or consumer by forging the object of sale for selfish purposes. In a broad sense, falsification can be considered as actions aimed at deteriorating the consumer properties of a product or reducing its quantity while maintaining the most characteristic, but not essential properties for its intended use. Falsification of food products is most often done by giving them some of the most typical features, such as appearance, with a general deterioration or loss of the rest, the most significant properties of nutritional value, including safety. Falsification, as a rule, is used to obtain additional profit by an unscrupulous manufacturer. There are quantitative, cost, informational and qualitative falsification. Quantitative falsification is a deception of the consumer due to significant deviations of the parameters of the goods that exceed the maximum permissible deviations, underweight, measurement, etc. Cost falsification is the deception of the consumer by selling low-quality goods at high-quality prices. This type of falsification is the most common, as it is combined with all other types. Information falsification is the deception of the consumer with the help of inaccurate or distorted information about the product. This type of falsification is very common in shipping documents, labeling, advertising. Quite often and inaccurately, data on the name of the product, the country of origin of the product, nutritional value, terms, etc. are indicated. High-quality falsification is carried out by partially replacing valuable raw materials with less valuable ones, as well as non-compliance with approved or accepted recipes. In addition, one of the possible methods of falsification is regrading used for sausage products. At the same time, it can be both technological and pre-implementation in nature. The identification of dairy products has now become particularly relevant due to the fact that their falsification is very dangerous, because dairy products are one of the main and indispensable components of the diet of the population, especially children of all ages, pregnant women, patients during the rehabilitation period, people of older age. Categories. Most often for the falsification of cow's milk products, additives of cheap vegetable fats, palm kernel, coconut and soy, are used, which are used both individually and in various combinations. Conclusion. In conclusion, Identification refers to the determination of the conformity of the characteristics of the goods indicated in the label and accompanying documents with the requirements for it. Falsification, an act aimed at misleading the buyer or consumer by counterfeiting the subject of sale for the purpose of making a profit. Identification examination of goods is carried out in order to establish whether a given product belongs to one or another homogeneous product group or a specific list based on characteristic individual features, and given in regulatory, technical and other documentation. List of literature for the study. Thank you for your attention.